Welcome, Margie Bryant, and I'm here with a very good friend of mine, Katie Irving, who's from Advanced Business Abilities. And Katie is a business development client. What is it?
Client support.
Client support. And we're just talking about her journey and her story and what she does. It's all about living with less stress in your workplace. And Katie's one of those past masters of this. And she's just a joy and a delight. And we catch up often. And Katie, I'd just love you to share your story so that people can get a feeling for what you offer and what this is all about, and also your personal story, which is just fantastic. So welcome, Katie.
Thank you. So Advanced Business Abilities is fundamentally a business coaching and leadership performance coaching organization. And before I came on board as one of the team members, I actually was a client of theirs. So although we focus on business owners, it's not actually a requirement that you are a business owner to work with us, because I wasn't at the time. What we do really, we kind of take a different approach to business coaching. So we look at the business owner, we look at the person and what's going on for them, and we find what we call your blind spots. So, a lot of people have an idea of what their strengths and their weaknesses are, but then there are these things we call blind spots. So they're thoughts, beliefs, attitudes, things that you do that you don't realize you're doing that are pulling the rug out from under your own feet. And so we have a system for identifying what those blind spots are. And when we identify them and support someone to handle them, that ultimately then increases that person's abilities in life, in business, in life, whatever it is that they're looking to do. So what we're able to do then is support people to be more able to create the life that they want.
You definitely do. You enhance people's abilities. So just taking off that reality that we think we've got, which is a very human condition. It's our perceptions, and it very much is about us. And if we can take off those blinders, Katie, as you say, then life will be much better. Now, share your journey, and you're from America. Which part of America, Katie?
Yes, from Boston originally.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lovely spot.
Yep, it
universe.
is. Yep. Yep, not a bad one.
I'll be there next week in America, so we'll be having warmer weather, which will be beautiful.
Excellent. Yes.
And Katie, in your journey, also you would just share a little bit of your personal story as well.
Yep, absolutely. So, like I said, it's not necessarily a requirement that someone's a business owner to work with us. So when I first started working with Advanced Business Abilities, I went to them because I was experiencing things like depression, anxiety. I was overweight to the point where it was actually causing some health issues, health concerns, lower back problems, and potential risk for a lot of different cardiovascular issues. And so, they were just, and I was in a very unhealthy and unhappy relationship. And I sort of felt like a level of apathy had set in with all of that, where I just I didn't like it, but I didn't know what to do about it, and so I just was putting up with it.
And many people, if you can relate to that, please drop in the comments below, because many people feel like that, Katie, where they're overwhelmed and they've got themselves in a situation that they just don't know how to get out of. In other words, they're stuck. So this, I think, is extremely relatable for people and for our viewers. So Katie's continue with this story that...
Thank you. Yep. When I first started working with them, they talked to me about these predictor profiles that they wanted me to take. And these are online assessments that our research team has developed over 40 years of collecting data and observation. And these are the tools that we use to reveal what I talked about before, which is the blind spots. Now, it is a bit confronting, because especially for me at the time, I already knew one of the issues that I was dealing with was really low self-esteem. And so the thought of then being confronted with potentially more problems than what I already knew about was a little bit uncomfortable.
However, once something is reflected back to you perhaps very kindly, then you're able to choose to perhaps go a different way.
And that's just it. So as confronting as it is, the way that, so we run what's called a leadership performance evaluation and strategy session. And in that we go over the results of the predictors with the person who took them. And the way that it was presented to me, even though it was like, there were strengths as well, which was great. And even though there were all of the flaws that were there, it was one of those things where I actually left feeling more hopeful than I had ever been. So even though things came up that I weren't aware where, yes, I left being like, because the truth is, and this is talked about in that evaluation, there's nothing about those assessments that can't be changed. So there's nothing that's happening for you right now. There's nothing about you that you can't change if you choose to, if you want to.
And to be able to be empowered more hopefully with some more tools that you can then perhaps choose to go a different way is just profound,
Exactly.
Katie. Profound.
Yep.
And so many people that are feeling trapped and feeling caught and feeling stuck and just that overwhelm where you feel as though there's no path to go to. Here is a beautiful tool that is available, backed with very, very good science, very, very good knowledge, and very wise wisdoms from people that really do know what they're doing and are very committed to helping and empowering other people. I think that's lovely, Katie.
Thank you.
And I've had the privilege of actually going to one of your courses, and they're very, very insightful and wonderful. So I can see from the educational aspect that they're fantastic for people to look at all of their blind spots.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to be running another one of those. You came to one of our breakfast talks.
Yes.
So we fairly regularly run what's called self-leadership breakfast talks. They're down at the South of Perth Yacht Club.
Fabulous venue, guys.
It really is. It's such a good spot.
Looking out over the sea.
Yep. And it's from 7:30 to 9:30 in the morning.
So before executives have to go to work, or before anybody going to work. Some busy lives. We've been very mindful of that. Thank you, Katie.
No problem. So we have another one coming up on August 21st. And yeah, it's just a great, it's not something, I'm aware that some companies will run events like this and it's part of their funnel and they want to do a big sales pitch at the end. We don't do any of that. It's 2 hours of information. It's 2 hours of actionable, things that you can take away that day and use to change what's going on for you in a positive way, if you choose to.
And we'll post in the links below the dates and the venue, so that and how to reach out to you too, Katie, which would be beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely.
To the courses, so it's terrific. I think it's fantastic. And Katie, thank you for today.
Thank you.
It was really insightful, and thank you for your sharing your story and just helping other people to identify and be empowered in a different way and to go and exercise different choices so they can have fantastic, flourishing lives, which is what it's all about.
Exactly.
Thank you, Katie.
Thank you, Margie. Thanks, guys.